Assalamualaikum, my name is Nur Nadia Afika, which will be presenting the introduction to our research, a brief overview of our title, the oil industry. The oil industry is one of the major industries and is the driving force behind many other industries. The industries is typically split into three primary sectors, namely upstream, downstream, and midstream. According to an article studied by Sabri in 2017, it is noticed that the implementation of oil and gas project requires the development of a structured project management with the goal of enhancing the decision-making process and the overall implementation of the project. Project management critical success factors are project management methods and procedures that are consistent with the implementation and contribute to the effective projects.
My name is Muhammad Shakir. I will continue my friend's presentation. Challenges are one of the important things that need to consider in order to achieve the successful of the project. It will be divided into four major factors, which are cost, time, quality, and scope management. In terms of cost management, cost overruns are the main issues to reflect the construction company inability to manage the project well. According to PMI 2008, effective cost management for a project must be managed effectively and efficiently. The success of a project depends on the financial capability of the clients to fund for the cost of the project. Lack of knowledge in estimating the cost for each project activity, project budgeting, and monitoring and controlling them tends to cause overrun. For the time management, inadequate planning and scheduling of projects by contractors are one of the most important causes of project delay. Asaf and Al-H 2006 state, time does play a role in the success of a project. It is important for the contractors and client to realize that delivery is more important than time taken to complete the project. Next is the quality management. Lack of the knowledge and skills of quality management will affect to the end result. According to Badiru 1992, lack of knowledge and skills in quality management would mean that oil and gas firms are not impressed with the result of the contractors operating on products and services. The success of the project resultant system or organization benefits are the steps in ensuring the quality of the product. It is important to utilize the concepts proposed by quality standards and quality systems in establishing the quality of projects. Then, scope management. The unbalance of scope tend to the increased time and cost. Browser 2008 explained that if a contractor is working under a fixed budget, then an inaccurate estimate of the number of product features produced within a fixed period of time will negatively impact a project. Some scope creep is inevitable since during the early stage, the project will be poorly defined and as a result will need to evolve. This may be affected by the client request or the contractor's inability to deliver based on the expectation of the clients.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Akib bin Mustafa. I will present about the critical success factor of project management in Malaysia oil and gas industry. Critical success factor CSF can be defined as the factor that can lead the positive outcome of all project requirement and expectation. In the other way, CFF represent the factor which are critical to the success of the project. A review from the existing literature from TCGA has identified the critical success factor to the project success and divided into 9 key categories, which are: first, external challenges; second, client knowledge and experience; third, top management support; fourth, project characteristic; 5, project manager competency in oil and gas; 6, contractual aspect; 7, project team competency; 8, project risk management; and lastly, number 9 is the project organization. In that 9 key categories, there are contained the critical success factors that can lead to the project success, such as economic environment, social environment, project type, size, complexity of the design, ability of the brief, discussion making, understanding of project difficulty, planning and control effort, team structure and integration, team experience, technical skill, planning and organizing skill, safety and quality program, schedule and work definition. These factors are the critical success factors which are necessary for the project participant to achieve their goal in the oil and gas project. That's all for me. Right now, I would like to introduce my other group members to present about the finding and the discussion for this study. Thank you.
My name is Nuri Izzati and I will tell about the finding and the discussion. Based on the questionnaire that consists of the challenge in oil and gas project, I will tell about the discussion from each of factors that can be a critical success factor for oil and gas project. In cost, the challenge that get the highest average means is the lack of knowledge in estimating the cost for each project activity, budgeting, monitoring, and controlling cost overruns. The oil and gas industry is overly optimistic and reckless in terms of spending. The oil and gas industry will be prepared to spend more on completing product or service at the expected period. In time management, the challenge that get the highest average mean in delivery time compromise due to budget overruns, project complexity, and missed milestone. Time, one of the method feature requirement, tends to override the probability of incorporation of other criteria after implementation. After that, for quality, lack of knowledge and skills in quality management by oil and gas firms and the increasing need for compliance with regulation to ensure safety, health and environmental stewardship is the highest average mean in oil and gas project. The quality is very much depending on people, for example, the attitude and the preference of the client governing the level of project quality demand. To ensure that all safety measures and policies are abided, efficient contractor will be closely supervised and reviewed. Lastly, in scope, the challenge that get the highest average means is the increase of scope that results in the increased time and cost. If the contractor operates under a set budget, an incorrect estimation of the amount of product features produced would have a negative effect on the project within period of time.
So for conclusion, for objective 1, project management consists of the implementation of variety of techniques and skills to direct the use of diverse resources in time, cost, and efficiency in order to accomplish a complex, dynamic, and also specific task in oil and gas industry. A good project planning also has a positive relationship with team members, and customers are the critical for the oil and gas industry as well as many other industries in order to prevent unforeseen contingency. For the conclusion for objective 2, which is to determine the challenges in managing oil and gas, so they also face difficulties such as time constraint and finance. Safety also is a crucial part, so that each project involves a network of stakeholders concerned about its environmental and community impacts. For last but not least, for objective 3, a conclusion that have been made is systematic project management is a versatile procedure that differs depending on the size and intensity of the task, with the goal of stimulating communication, elevating description. So next, for our recommendation, So a systematic project management should be applied in order to ensure our work and also the team in oil and gas industry which are well organized and also helps them execute the work within a project. So for example, the organization like Petronas, which is the national oil and gas company, should play the role and take a step to educate and groom the oil and gas industry player in Malaysia with their necessary knowledge related to the importance of the good management in oil and gas industry. Therefore, they can increase their awareness about towards the management, the good management in oil and gas industry. So next, oil and gas companies in Malaysia should now moving towards utilizing a project management software like Petrofly, MyQuorum software, Aris Petroleum Economics and Reserve software, and others in order to achieve higher capital